Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank's wedding, a royal cheat sheet. If you're somehow still experiencing vicarious post-wedding blues after Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Windsor ceremony, we're here to remind you of some good news. 2018 is the year of not one but two royal weddings. Princess Eugenie of York is said to walk down the aisle to marry her fiancé Jack Brooksbank in October, meaning that all that red, white and blue bunting you panic purchased on May 18 wasn't a waste of money, after all. Before royal wedding fever sets in for a second time, here's everything you need to know about the happy couple. Slow down. Who is Princess Eugenie of York? The clue is in the of York part. Eugenie Victoria Helena is the youngest daughter of Prince Andrew, the Queen's third child, who also goes by the title of Duke of York, and his officially ex yet still cohabiting wife Sarah Ferguson, who still uses the title of Duchess of York. You'll probably know her best as the famous Fergie, who is neither the former Black Eyed Pea nor the former Man United manager, and we fully recommend following her on Instagram. Born on 23 March 1990, she is the Queen's sixth grandchild and so is currently ninth in line to the throne, just behind her elder sister Princess Beatrice, she of royal wedding hat meme fame, and just ahead of her uncle, Prince Edward. Since 2015, she's worked at Mayfair Gallery Hauser and Wirth as an associate director, just a short hop from her new home at Kensington Palace, Ivy Cottage, which she shares with Jack. And who is Jack Brooksbank? Where to begin? Perhaps with the fact that 32-year-old Jack used to manage Mahiki, the tiki-themed London haunt favored by Prince Harry back in his partying days. That he and Eugenie first caught one another's eye on the slopes of Swiss skiing resort Verbier. Or that he now works as an ambassador for George Clooney and Rand Gerber's tequila brand, Casamigos, which could, at a push, be the real reason the Clooneys appeared at the royal wedding. He is also, gasp, a commoner. Hey, it's 2018. And Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle seem to be managing just fine, too. His parents Nicola and George are an accountant and a company director respectively. When did Eugenie and Jack get engaged? It's okay to admit that you might have been a little distracted by the Harry and Meghan show at the time, but Jack proposed to Eugenie on holiday in Nicaragua back in January, and the engagement was announced in a statement from Buckingham Palace on the 22nd of that month. Prince Andrew and the Duchess of York were said to be delighted at the news, while Jack's parents were over the moon. Tell me about the ring. It's really something. Eugenie's engagement ring features, deep breath, a pink oval Padpridska sapphire, 10 brilliant cut diamonds and 2 pair cut diamonds, and also bears a striking resemblance to the ruby ring with which her father proposed to her mother. It's good to see that Jack's done his royal research, and he's also chosen a ring that's worth around £100,000, double the value of Meghan Markle's engagement ring. But who's counting? And when are they getting married? The date is set for 12th of October 2018, which means that this royal wedding will fall on a Friday, but don't bother holding out for a bank holiday, chancers. Given that we didn't get a day off for Harry and Meghan, we can measure the odds that we might get one this time around can be measured in nanometers. Sigh. Where will the ceremony be held? Eugenie and Jack will be tying the knot in St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle, which, you might recall, was also where Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made things official on May 19. Can I watch the wedding on TV? You might want to put your plans for another royal wedding party on hold, because it's pretty unlikely that Eugenie's nuptials will receive as much media coverage as Harry and Meghan's did. As yet, there are no plans for the ceremony to be broadcast on TV, though we can certainly expect to see pictures released from the royal family's official social media platforms, and even perhaps on Eugenie's own Instagram account, and even some candid photos from Windsor on the day. What will Princess Eugenie's wedding dress look like? As is the case with royal wedding dresses, we won't know for sure until the day itself, though we can certainly mine Eugenie's most recent fashion choices for clues in the meantime. For her official engagement photos, the princess chose a floral style by Erdem, who is both a fashion industry favorite and a go-to label for the younger generation of royals. It's hardly a stretch to see Eugenie wearing a bespoke style from the London-based, Canadian-born designer on her wedding day, though given how often Erdem's name appeared in articles speculating over Meghan Markle's gown in the run-up to May 19, she'd be forgiven for finding the association a little overbearing. Perhaps the designer she chooses will be an under-the-radar talent. For her cousin's wedding, Eugenie was one of the first to wear Gainsbourg, the luxury tailoring and couture label set up by Carolyn Breda, a former art director at Vogue, and Sam Dougal, previously of Alexander McQueen. Does Eugenie get to wear a tiara, too? As the granddaughter of the Queen, it's only fitting that Eugenie will wear a tiara on her wedding day, and it seems that one piece with a special significance has already been earmarked for the occasion. Traditionally, a bride wears her family tiara, and in Eugenie's case this is the York tiara, a diamond-encrusted headpiece said to have been specially commissioned by the Queen and presented to Sarah Ferguson as a wedding gift in 1986. All I want to know is, will Fergie be there? Of course. She's the mother of the bride, and presumably she wouldn't miss it for the world, though expect some very decorous side-eye from Prince Philip and Prince Charles, who reportedly aren't huge fans. And will Princess Beatrice wear a wild hat? Royal protocol dictates that female wedding guests simply must wear a hat, but judging from her understated headgear at Harry and Meghan's wedding, she's toned things down after her Philip Tracy fascinator launched 1,000 memes when Prince William married Kate Middleton in 2011. This is why we can't have nice things. There is, however, one potential scenario in which Beatrice won't wear a hat at all. Is Princess Beatrice going to be her sister's maid of honor? Then, royal brides aren't typically followed down the aisle by a group of close female friends, but just as Kate asked her sister Pippa to act as maid of honor, it's very likely indeed that Eugenie will ask Beatrice to do the same. The pair are, after all, very close, having flat shared at St. James's Palace for years, and presumably Eugenie will need some help marshalling a gaggle of bridesmaids and page boys, too. Is Prince George going to have anything to do with this? Here's hoping. At this stage, George is practically a veteran at this page boy stuff, having taken on the role for his Aunt Pippa Middleton and for his uncle Prince Harry. Let's just pray he gets to stick to his signature style of shorts this time around. Who else will be Princess Eugenie's bridesmaids and page boys? Princess Charlotte will be another potential contender, as will Mia Tindall, daughter of Eugenie's cousins Zara Phillips and Mike Tindall, and Savannah and Isla Phillips, daughters of her cousin Peter and his wife Autumn. Which royals will attend the wedding? Look out for the usual suspects: the Queen and Prince Philip, the Prince of Wales and Duchess of Cornwall, Princess Anne, Prince Edward, Anne Sophie, Countess of Wessex, the Cambridges, the new Duke and Duchess of Sussex, the Tyndalls. We could go on. Plus, Eugenie has a distinctly starry friendship circle, which includes Cara Delevingne, Ellie Goulding and James Blunt, as well as two of Prince Harry's exes, Chelsea Davy and Cressida Ibanez. And will Princess Eugenie's new husband get a royal title? There's very little precedent for Jack to receive a new royal title from the Queen. If he did, according to Royal Central, he'd receive a non-royal style such as Earl, though this itself is very unlikely. It's more probable that Eugenie will change her official title in some way. She might choose to be styled as Her Royal Highness Princess Eugenie, Mrs. Brooksbank, and she might drop the of York from her title, as is tradition for princesses to do when they tie the knot. William and Kate. The first glimpse. Kate headed to Westminster Abbey with her father, Michael Middleton, giving royal watchers a glimpse at the long sleeves and lace detailing of her wedding gown,